Sometimes life doesn't collapse with a loud crash. No explosions, no shouting. It just quietly falls apart. One morning you wake up and realize that what once gave you meaning, your work, your relationships, your sense of direction, is gone. And you stand there, surrounded by what's left, unsure how to keep going. What hurts most isn't even the pain. It's the emptiness. The silence inside you that whispers, nothing will ever be the same again. And that silence pulls you in, like a tide. I've been there, in that quiet, grey place between despair and numbness, where every day feels like evening, not dark yet, but far from light. Where even breathing feels like work. And at some point, I stopped trying to fix myself. I just sat with the ruins. And somehow, that was the beginning of healing. You see, we're taught to do something when things fall apart, to run, rebuild, find a solution. But sometimes, the only real medicine is to stop running. To stop pretending you're okay. To stop fighting the pain, and simply feel it. The first step is this. Give yourself permission to be broken. We're so afraid of weakness. We think being lost means failing. But healing begins the moment you admit you're not okay. You can't rebuild yourself while still pretending nothing's broken. Sometimes you have to walk through the darkness to recognize the light. That's not a metaphor. It's the truth. When you sit with your pain long enough, you realize you're still here. And that realization, that you've survived, is where strength quietly begins. When life collapses, it feels like everything is gone. But destruction isn't the end. It's transformation. Every ending carries the shape of a beginning, but you can only see it later. At first, it just feels like loss. Only with time do you realize, it was never a full stop, just a pause. The second step. Don't chase meaning too soon. When everything breaks, trying to explain why only deepens the wound. The mind wants logic, but life doesn't always give it. Sometimes meaning doesn't arrive in words, it grows through small actions. Making tea, taking a walk, cleaning one corner of the room, answering a message. Meaning returns to those who keep moving, even when they don't understand why. The third step, start small. When everything is shattered, big goals don't help. You don't need a 5-year plan. You just need one next step. Take a shower. Step outside. Wash one dish. Tiny actions bring back a sense of control. The world feels less chaotic when you begin with what's right in front of you. Healing is like relearning to breathe. At first it's shallow, hesitant. Then a little deeper. Then free. The same goes for life. First you just survive, then you start to live again, and one day, you rediscover joy. The fourth step. Stop comparing. When you're broken, everyone else seems whole. Social media makes it worse. People smiling, achieving, moving on. But the truth is, everyone goes through their own collapse. They just hide it better. Comparison magnifies pain. It pulls you away from yourself. And what you need right now is to come home, to yourself. When you stop measuring your life against others, you can finally see what's really happening inside you. Not how things should be, but how they are. And only from what is can something new grow. The fifth step, return to the body. When life breaks, the mind isn't the only thing that suffers. The body shuts down too. We stop sleeping, stop eating properly, freeze. But the body is the last safe place left. And through it, stability returns. Not through workouts or performance, but through gentle movement. A walk, a stretch, a deep breath. Your body is your home when everything else falls apart. And when you come back to it, life starts to come back to you. The sixth step. Stop waiting to feel ready. We often think, when I feel better, I'll start living again. But feeling better begins after you start. Life doesn't return in one grand moment. It seeps back through action, through doing something, even when you don't want to, even when it feels pointless. Meaning is born after movement, not before it. The seventh step: notice small joys. When everything is gone, big joys are out of reach. But there are still small ones. The morning light, the smell of coffee, the sound of rain, a page in a book, the air outside your window. When you notice them, gratitude wakes up inside you. And gratitude is the first quiet form of love, not for the life you wish you had, but for the life you still do. Over time, you realize something: strength isn't loud. It isn't about endurance or defiance. It's the ability to stay soft in a hard world. To not close your heart after disappointment. To keep believing in goodness, even when it hurts. That's real strength. Quiet. Steady. Unbreakable. One day, you'll feel something shift. The pain is still there, but it no longer defines you. You stop looking for the old life. You begin to build a new one, piece by piece. You see that what felt like the end was actually the beginning. You just couldn't see it through the dust. Life doesn't owe us ease, but it always offers rebirth. And that begins with a single, simple choice: to keep living. Even when you don't know how. Even when you don't believe you can. Just live. One day, one breath at a time. Sometimes life falls apart not to destroy you, but to clear space. So that you can finally see that your true foundation was never outside, it was always within. And when you begin to feel that again, the anxiety fades. You realize you don't need all the answers. You only need one truth: I'm here. I'm alive. And I'm still moving forward. Healing isn't a straight line. It's waves. You fall, you rise, you fall again. That's okay. Every time you drop, remember, falling is part of the rhythm. Just don't close your heart. Don't freeze in fear. Let life move through you. And then one day, quietly, unexpectedly, you'll notice that the pain no longer cuts. It's part of you now, but it no longer rules you. You've changed. You're deeper, more real, more alive. Maybe your life has fallen apart, but you haven't. You're just becoming someone new. And maybe this exact moment, is where that new version of you begins.